While the world watched other crises, a quiet but momentous handshake in London signaled a shift in the Indo-Pacific's balance. Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced a partnership that went far beyond routine diplomacy. This was the birth of the Nusantara Britannia Strategic Partnership, a calculated move to build new alliances as old ones falter. Months of secret negotiations had led to this moment, driven by Indonesia's anxiety over China's assertiveness and America's unpredictability, and Britain's search for post-Brexit relevance. Unlike traditional alliances, this partnership isn't about military pacts or dependency. Instead, it's a deep collaboration to build Indonesia's own strength, with Britain as a facilitator, offering technology, training, and investment. The subtlety of this approach is what makes it so powerful and so unsettling for rivals. Washington, expecting Indonesia to fall in line with the US, was caught off guard. The deal proved that middle powers are now forging their own networks, refusing to be pawns in great power games. Prabowo's nationalist credentials gave the move credibility at home and signaled Indonesia's intent to chart its own course. The partnership is about resilience, not reliance. It's a modern form of statecraft, designed for a world where old certainties are crumbling. Britain isn't a protector, but a partner, helping Indonesia become the master of its own maritime crossroads. The world took notice. The Indo-Pacific chessboard had a new axis, and the rules were changing. This was not just a handshake, it was a declaration that the era of passive alignment was over. Indonesia and Britain had chosen to shape the future, not be shaped by it. The strategic map of the region would never look the same again. The Nusantara Britannia Strategic Partnership is built on 4 pillars: maritime security, defense technology transfer, supply chain resilience, and intelligence sharing. Each pillar targets Indonesia's vulnerabilities while leveraging Britain's strengths. The agreement is pragmatic, focused on tangible outcomes and mutual benefit. It's not just about buying ships or software. Britain is co-developing technology and building capacity within Indonesia. This ensures Indonesia's technological sovereignty and embeds the benefits deep in its economy and defense sector. A major focus is securing supply chains for semiconductors, medical supplies, and more, with joint investment in Indonesian manufacturing and secure shipping lanes. The deal is a long-term investment in Indonesia's self-reliance. By acting decisively, both nations presented a finished deal, avoiding outside interference. The partnership is a blueprint for how middle powers can secure their interests in a volatile world. It's about building resilience, not dependence. The message, strategic independence, starts with economic security. Central to the partnership is the Maritime Partnership Program, a $10 billion decade-long effort to transform Indonesia's naval power. Indonesia's vast archipelago has long been vulnerable to illegal fishing, piracy, and foreign incursions. The program, funded by a mix of public and private investment, aims to change that for good. A joint UK-Indonesia Council will oversee upgrades to naval bases, new patrol vessels, advanced surveillance, and training for thousands of personnel. Local fishermen will be equipped with GPS and emergency devices, turning them into a network of maritime sentinels. The initiative will also boost Indonesia's shipbuilding and tech sectors, with a requirement that much of the work be done domestically. British companies will transfer skills and technology, creating jobs and fostering a new generation of engineers. The goal, a self-sustaining defense industry and a navy capable of protecting Indonesia's waters. The program is a catalyst for economic growth and national security. It's not just about ships, it's about sovereignty. Indonesia is building the capacity to defend its own interests, now and in the future. The era of underfunded maritime defense is ending. Beyond ships and patrols, the partnership's real power lies in technology, supply chains, and intelligence. British engineers will work with Indonesians to co-develop advanced systems, jet engines, cyber defense, and more. The focus is on transferring know-how, not just hardware. A green lane for strategic goods will secure supply chains, with joint investment in ports, digital customs, and stockpiles of critical materials. Intelligence sharing is formalized, linking MI6 and GCHQ with Indonesia's BIN to counter terrorism, cyber threats, and regional instability. Human connections are deepened through joint military exercises and expanded educational exchanges. Hundreds of Indonesian officers and civil servants will train in the UK, building a new generation of leaders. These ties create trust and embed the partnership in both nations' institutions. The alliance is about building capacity, resilience, and mutual understanding. It's a strategic alignment for the 21st century. The Merah Putih frigate project is the partnership's flagship, a joint venture to design and build a new class of warship for Indonesia. It's not an off-the-shelf purchase, but a hybrid of Turkish hull design and British high-tech systems, tailored for Indonesia's needs. The approach maximizes technology transfer. The first ship is built in the UK with Indonesian engineers, the next in Indonesia, and future ships increasingly domestically produced. This phased process ensures Indonesia gains the skills to build and maintain advanced warships independently. The project embodies Prabowo's smart sovereignty, leveraging foreign partnerships to build domestic strength, not dependency. By blending technology from NATO and non-Western partners, Indonesia avoids being locked into any single bloc. The Merah Putih is more than a warship. It's a symbol of Indonesia's ambition to be a confident, independent, and technologically advanced middle power. The message to the region: Indonesia is now a producer, not just a consumer, of military technology. Smart sovereignty is no longer just a doctrine, it's reality. The partnership's timing is no accident. Trump's return and America First policies made U.S. alliances unpredictable. For Indonesia, the deal with Britain is a hedge, not an anti-American move. Diversifying partnerships gives Jakarta leverage and reduces vulnerability to US or Chinese pressure. Britain, seeking a post-Brexit global role, is an ideal partner, influential, but not overbearing. The partnership strengthens Indonesia's defenses without forcing it into an anti-China bloc. It signals to Beijing that Indonesia will defend its sovereignty, but on its own terms. In a world of shifting alliances, Indonesia is building options, not dependencies. ASEAN's response to the partnership is mixed: admiration, concern, and recalibration. Many see a stronger Indonesia as a regional stabilizer, but some worry about tilting the balance and drawing ASEAN deeper into great power rivalry. The deal could inspire others to seek similar partnerships, boosting regional security, or risk fragmenting ASEAN unity. Indonesia is working to reassure neighbors, framing the deal as defensive and beneficial for regional public goods like maritime safety. The key is demonstrating that enhanced capabilities support ASEAN centrality, not narrow nationalism. The partnership's impact will depend on Jakarta's diplomacy. If managed well, it could strengthen Southeast Asia's resilience. If mishandled, it could deepen divisions. The UK partnership is just one piece of Prabowo's grand strategy: multi-alignment, not non-alignment. Indonesia is weaving a web of partnerships with the UK, US, China, Turkey, India, Japan, and Australia. The goal is autonomy, never being overly dependent on any single power. This strategy is defensive, not expansionist, building resilience to withstand external pressure. Indonesia's history of colonialism and Cold War interference drives its determination to control its own fate. Every diplomatic move is a balancing act. Pleasing one power risks angering another. The challenge is to cooperate with all, while defending core interests like territorial integrity. Prabowo's administration must constantly recalibrate, avoiding zero-sum traps. The aim: a resilient, independent Indonesia, able to shape its own destiny. In a world of giants, Indonesia is learning to walk its own path. The Nusantara-Britannia partnership is a bold experiment in middle power cooperation. If it succeeds, it could be a model for others, proving that middle powers can shape the rules, not just follow them. But its future is uncertain, vulnerable to global shocks and domestic politics in both countries. For the partnership to endure, it must be institutionalized, embedded in bureaucracies, not just championed by leaders. The risks are real. Funding shortfalls, shifting priorities, or great power rivalry could derail it. Yet, inaction is also a risk. By taking this step, Indonesia and Britain are betting on their ability to shape their own futures. In a turbulent world, they've chosen action over passivity, and that may be their greatest strength.